Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. A war of words on social media has erupted between Tyson Fury, the WBC champion, and Conor McGregor, the former UFC champion. And seemingly, it's over Tyson Fury making some comments about one of McGregor's former rivals in the UFC, Khabib, who actually beat McGregor. And you can see here on screen, this is what Tyson Fury posted. So we'll quickly go through some of that stuff and then a few thoughts because, I mean, is this by design or is this a situation where it's just accidental sort of publicity? But whatever the case, it's good for Tyson Fury, 2 months and change out from a fight. So more on that later. But Fury having made a comment at the start of February. So February 2nd, this man did it right, got in and won and got out on top. Big respect at Team Khabib. And McGregor, he posted a reply, and this is more than a week on, about 10 days on. Subsequently, it has been deleted, but the internet never forgets, does it? So you can see here. So Conor McGregor saying, "Yep, the Joyce's Big Joe, you bottled it with Billy Joe. What were you doing there? You left him Versace twat you. Done nothing. Yez did it right. Yeah, right. Ha ha ha. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Who did it right? The Mac Daddy tonight. In-house. Miami D12 Bahamas. Hashtag Sky Juice." So he's referring to an incident that happened last year, and more on that in a moment. But Tyson Fury responds, and we'll get to a tweet thread or Twitter thread that's got more of the sort of general commentary from McGregor responding to Fury, who says, "Come back when you win a fight, Bush. And the difference in me and you is I don't get myself in trouble and people actually like me. You're just a bully who hit old man. And yes, big up the Hulk Joe. Hashtag Morecambe Bay in the house." McGregor, he fires back, "Oh no, people don't like me. What will I ever do? Ha 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 ha. Idiot. You're just a little rim licker, bro. That's all. You stood there while your friend's father was being attacked and done nothing. That's the be all and end all, bro. God luck, God bless." Continuing, "Wipe his ass with your tongue, bro. You missed a spot. Ha 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 ha." And finishing there with, "And I'm not talking Khabib, you rim licker. Do what you're told. I answer to no one." Maybe he had been on the Sky Juice. But another tweet here, he says, "Get that Versace off. You done nothing." So this comment and the one on the previous tweet where he mentioned about doing nothing was in relation to Billy Joe Saunders' father. There was a fight card in the US. Tyson Fury was in attendance. You can see the railing here. And there was a bit of an incident, a melee sort of developed in front of it, had Billy Joe Saunders' father involved. There was a lot of people pushing and shoving, security coming in. Tyson Fury kind of looked twitchy, like he wanted to jump the railing there, but ultimately he didn't. And that's what McGregor is taking a dig at him for, saying, "Get that Versace off, you done nothing." And obviously the other tweet where he says, "You stood there while your friend's father was being attacked and done nothing." And that was something at the time that some people did make comment on, saying, well, why didn't he jump over? But I guess Tyson Fury, with what he was saying in some of his tweets, was, "I don't get in trouble." And that is true to an extent. Obviously, Tyson Fury's had his fair share of trouble going off the rails, and obviously the Nandrolone scandal as well. But at the moment, Fury is making $20+ million paydays. Why wouldn't he stay in the good books with everyone who's involved that wants to get him paid and get paid off him? But McGregor, he actually later on, and this obviously must have come after the tweet was deleted. Who knows what prompted the deletion? Perhaps he slept off that Sky Juice, woke up in the morning, and then he said, "It's all good. We forget it. Fair play, Tyson. God bless you, mate." And that clip, which he's referencing here in his tweet, is Tyson Fury saying that Conor McGregor is MMA. Can't remember, or doesn't really sort of make reference when this clip was. Might be a couple of years old. And obviously someone posting a reply here of Conor McGregor asleep after one of his most recent losses, probably to Khabib. Anyway, so you have the situation where it's handbags at dawn, but for Tyson Fury, it's a good thing. And I was wondering, was this actually something that was legit? Was this contrived? Is this a case that Fury and McGregor have, sort of conspired to, well, let's start something on social media. It keeps Conor McGregor's name out there. And it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe there's going to be some sort of upcoming news or announcement for McGregor. But for Fury's purpose, regardless of whether it's contrived or if it was just by accident, and if it's by accident, it's fantastic for him and his profile. Because remember, Fury is a big name in boxing and more broadly when his fights come up. But a lot of the sort of day-to-day news, it's back and forth that involves, boxing people, boxing names. It's mainly a boxing audience that is getting that news and sort of interested in that news. You have one of the bigger names in boxing, Tyson Fury, having a bit of a feud online with one of the biggest names in MMA. So that's going to generate some headlines, some international headlines, and get some people talking, some tongues wagging. And when you consider that Tyson Fury is fighting in a couple of months, they're targeting towards the end of April, so 2 months and change away. They want to fight in a stadium. The details not locked in, not announced. This sort of publicity has got to be a great thing because it could help shift some tickets, maybe shift some pay-per-view buys. So regardless of whether it was a bit of a stitch-up and a tee-up, it's kind of irrelevant because ultimately you're getting out to thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people potentially. And you can see this clip from Conor McGregor. It's already been viewed 388,000 times. And that initial tweet by Tyson Fury, or the responses, all that, you got 20,000 people liking it. So massive numbers of people looking, liking, and getting involved, getting invested in this sort of trash-talking war of words. So regardless of it's contrived or it is just accidentally great for Tyson Fury to have someone trying to create beef with him at a time that he needs a bit of exposure because of an upcoming fight, and you've got a guy in Dillian White who's being a bit quiet and not really getting involved in the promotion just yet, well, it's a godsend for Fury and the promotion. What do you make of it all? Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.